Okay, I'm going to show a video in a second because I think it's all of my channel, so. Oh, it's got the music. I don't want that on my channel. Okay, I'll put a link to this tribute video that is not a tribute. Okay, somebody that is pro George Zimmerman or whatever, I mean, so far he seems reasonable, but he's definitely on the suspicious of Trayvon Martin's side. And he put up this thing about, called I Exist Therefore I Am, which had this meaning of, look, the internet never forgets. So I guess this is supposed to show that the internet never forgets. The only thing that to me wasn't positive in there is the Borg thing, because see, the reason you go to the Wayback Machine to see my videos, I don't have copies of the videos. I've never deleted a video that I didn't have to because, they said I had 10 seconds of Monty Python in the intro and that wasn't okay. Like a half a dozen. So it's all there. I take care to leave this record. That's what I'm doing. I'm like 400 years from now, some poor graduate student's going to have to study the beginning of vlogging and they're going to get back to YouTube and I'm going to have a complete record. I'm trying to leave a complete record. So it's funny to throw it in my face. Of course it feels like a tribute when it's not. On the other hand, it's because I have trouble accepting real, honest-to-goodness, artistic things like Olfan. I did thank her, but I really couldn't thank her enough, and I thanked her less than I would have liked and stuff, because it just feels self-serving to thank someone when they make an artwork inspired from your idea or yourself. So it's like, I'm not good at accepting that, but somebody that's trying to criticize me and throw a 6-year channel in my face, well, that my pride at that tribute just swells up because, yeah, I'm consistent. The symbols that he used, that blue sun, is very deep to me. I've used that kind of thing in green suns and stuff for a long time. Bill Hicks is in there, and I'm like, it's as if he went and searched out things that were really symbolic to me to condense 6 years into a couple minutes. But it wasn't because he did that. It wasn't because he understood me or knew. It's because I left a record. I stand behind. I find the symbols I've left behind in my trail on the internet still empower me. They still are a healthy part of my sanity slash magical thinking slash worldview and philosophy. They stand a test of time to me, and thus if anybody else has a problem with them, well, one, they could still bring it up. I'm not going to pretend that's not important anymore. And I'm, so it's like being on the record is the main thing, saying what you think and why you think it. Because if you're here to convince a bunch of people into your new religion, well, good luck with that. But you can look back through, this goes back, I'd say, at least 15 or 20 years. My online positions, I've learned how to discuss them better. I've learned more of other people's ideas, and so they've expanded to take into account other things. But the core of them are very similar. And you could say that I'm too stubborn, and I'm just really patient. I mean, you could look at my videos from 5 or 6 years ago, and I was talking about subjectivity and objectivity and antinatalism and will, and I was, these are the same consistent issues in line of thought and way of thinking about it. So, I thought the real message, unintentional though it might be, was that, the record's on the internet. Maybe you should believe somebody that leaves their record, doesn't delete videos and hide and switch and this, and I'm on that side, and here's my goal, but now I'm switching it because evidence doesn't make that a good goal for my real goal to pretend to be, and honesty doesn't matter, and I can play with it. Well, I just leave that all up there. So you ought to be going, instead of saying Piro is brainwashed by the media, maybe he does know how to break away from these narratives. Because all you guys have is joining in to make your own slander. And you're going to balance out this teeter-totter of 1,000 levers. It can't stop oscillating. It's designed to keep the whole thing pumping money for the people that are really where it matters in this system. And you're like, you just want to be one of the fucking hanging weights on that mobile of bullshit. That's what you want. We were here on YouTube, you could come here and say, fuck the bullshit. This, plus minus. People that tend towards being suspicious of George Zimmerman because of my anti-TSA small security cop kind of slight biases, which I acknowledge. So I'm slight, that makes me maybe a little bit more biased against the guy that's still alive in an exchange like that and did the killing, and was his gun and those things. And you have some other issue that makes you more sympathetic that Trayvon might have, ambushed him or whatever it is you think. And those slight biases, if we keep them reasonable and always go back to the facts, we can throw off the stupid outside narratives that started before there were any facts. And we could just look at the facts and start over and build up narratives that make sense in there. And keep them reasonable. No secret aliens landed and teleported someone, or people ran around in circles, or, a minimum of that, because it just gets a bit crazy. And I know how to do that. And because I have a 6-year record, there's plenty of people with 6-year channels here. You can't find their whole record. Try to find a complete record of Brett Keane. Okay, bye.